Brunswick is the city of the future. Automatically special for the younger generation, for the kids.
The attractive part of Brunswick to me is the different style of houses, the multiculturalism, which always comes up, and just people, the artistic, the different people are just different, and that's what I like about it.
The mix of cultures and stuff like that. Like, you know, Australia, you know, is pretty got, you know, heaps of cultures, but, you know, Brunswick, they kind of, you know, you walk down the street and, you know, you don't just see the same type of people everywhere, you know, always different faces and stuff.
I think Brunswick is a great place. It's a hive of activity and it's so diverse.
The uniqueness of Brunswick is its very close proximity to the city, and the fact that it's developing, it's not yet reached its peak, and it's got a lot of excitement for people who actually want to help to establish a culture and a way of life.
Just being a Brunswick person, like you can see a person, you might not know their name, but you just know their face from around Brunswick, and you give a nod or a hello as you walk down the street. But you know, you can get out of the suburbs and you can live next door to someone and not talk to them and so on.
I love Brunswick, yeah. I think it's really nice. You can be out the front or walk down the street and people will come along and say hello and smile at you even if you don't know them.
There is a lot of action in Brunswick, yeah. Different people, lots of things happening throughout the day, adventures, conversations, wacky things. That's shop life. I mean, we work here.
Yeah, it's a real old town. For instance, like all of the houses like this one, you know, they're all date back to like the Victorian era and stuff like that. So you know, you walk around, you see buildings that could have been here, 100 years ago or so, and then you've got all the new buildings. But for me, what I like most is when I'm walking late at night and I look down Sydney Road and I can just see the city. That's what I like most about Brunswick.
The mix of people and sort of, for the most part, tolerance. We've had some problem with some intolerant people, but most people are pretty tolerant, so they mix well, which is good.
You know, you might get other cultures that are sort of, might get a few Turks in Greece or something like that, but there's not 58 nationalities. You know.
As I said, it's just all the little things that bring people together in Brunswick. It's a bit of itself. Maybe it's the buildings or something else. It's just an easy way of life, I think.
The big melting pot it is.
It's an old working class in a suburb, which is, I suppose, becoming a rarity. Carlton was, but Carlton, I suppose, has lost it because it's gone more upmarket. If you walk down some of these side streets, they really take you back 100 years. The cobblestone lanes, I find that fascinating. It's here, within 5 kilometres of the centre of Melbourne. Nobody knows about it.
One word to describe the people in Brunswick is friendly.
Little groups of people with their own interests and their own lifestyles, and they're all carrying them out in a way that they want without any oppression.
People I work with and stuff are always friendly, so I know people around the area get a sense of community.
I've lived in Brunswick for 75 years.
To someone new coming to Brunswick, I would say, yeah, most people fit in really easily and stuff. Most of the people around are really nice, and just so many different people around, you can always kind of find someone that's, either into the same shit that you're into, or, just someone to muck around with and stuff like that.
We've had people come in here and grab a musical instrument and start playing it, and then someone else would come in here and grab the flute and flute along to the guitar, and we had at a piano here at the same time. And this, older fella in his 60s, Italian, kind of eccentric, came and mucking about with a piano, and they just kicked off on one another, and there was this, they were playing music, and neither one of them knew each other, but they were going at it for about 20 minutes, and it was beautiful. It was fantastic.
cosmopolitan feel, and just people are down to earth is what I like.
All of a sudden, like over a year period, in a certain part of Brunswick, like maybe it might only be a section of 2-3 blocks, and you might get a whole race of one nationality coming over to start a new life in Australia.
You know, like we had Italians and Greeks, and now we've had more from the Middle East, but we're getting more second or third generation Australians moving into Brunswick. So I don't think you can define what walks down Sydney Road.
Moved to Brunswick, I was, looking at these weird sort of ethnic minority groups and stuff.